Good evening. I'm Chanel, Vehicle Title Expert. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and thank you in advance for subscribing. So tonight I will be talking about a very interesting and common topic, and that is trading or swapping vehicles with private parties. Trading or swapping vehicles with private parties. So let me start off by sharing that when it comes to trading a vehicle with a private party, that is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I come across a lot of individuals when I'm titling their vehicles, and sometimes I do have those that will trade a vehicle maybe with a friend, with a neighbor, and they do not have any cash involved with the transaction. Let me give you an example. So maybe you have a small boat and a motorcycle that you're going to trade with your neighbor across the street, and your neighbor in turn is going to give you a vehicle. Perfectly fine. Okay. The problem or potential problem with this type of transaction, though, is the sales tax factor. Okay. So let me start off by saying the DMV does not recognize trading or swapping amongst private parties. You're not going to get any type of credit or sales tax exemption for this type of transaction. DMV only recognize trade vehicles, trade credits, allowances from licensed auto dealers only, and assuming that the vehicle in question is on the buyer's order, the trade allowance is showing, and you are in the state that gives or grants trade credits. Those are the conditions. But if you are a private party, you will pay sales tax. So for those of you involved with this type of situation and you go to the DMV, of course, will probably ask you, how much did you pay for the vehicle? Or where's your bill of sale? And you're going to say, well, I don't have one. I didn't pay anything for it. It was a traded vehicle between my friend or my neighbor, etc. Okay. So when that happens, the DMV is going to ask you to provide them with a value of that vehicle, or they're going to go with their own. Okay. And most likely they're going to go with theirs, whichever is greater. Most of the time, their value is going to be greater. So, be prepared to pay taxes if you are in a state that collects sales tax on vehicles. Okay. So, I just want you guys to be informed if you decide to partake in a trade or swap situation pertaining to a private party transaction. I do want to hear from you. Maybe you are in this situation already, or maybe you were in this situation before. Tell me how your experience went. Okay. Or if you have any questions, feel free to ask me questions as well pertaining to this transaction. Check me out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Click share and subscribe. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.